You are in which year then? It's your first year. Which stream? Commerce. You are doing BCom. And you, dear? BA. Okay. And you? Prateek. Okay. You are also. This is your first class. Okay. And what are you doing, dear? Public. Okay. So hello everyone. A very good afternoon. How are you guys?
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, come back. Hello. See guys, yesterday, you are there. Yesterday we started, or basically I gave you an introduction that what actually economics is, right? We understood what is economics, what is economy. Yeah. Then I introduced macro and micro to you. I explained what is macroeconomics. You are also new. What's your name, dear? Harsh. And what are you doing? BA. Which year? That what macro is, and then I narrated what micro is. Yeah. I also told you that in micro we talk about अरे बोलो smaller area or individual decision makers are involved. ठीक है. See guys, in my class you do not need to be hesitant. गलत सही कुछ भी बोलो पर बोलो, ठीक है ना? ऐसे नहीं बैठे रहना, इंटरेक्ट करो, बोलो. क्या होगा? गलती तो बोलोगे. अगर गलत होगा तो हम लोग सही करेंगे उसको. अगर हमें पहले से आता होता तो हम सीखने क्यों आते? ये सुनो, सिंपल लॉजिक है. तो हम तो सीखने आए, तो सीखेंगे तो गलतियां होंगी. When we started learning bicycle, तो पहली बार में सीख गए थे क्या? ठीक है. You are also new, dear. Name? Huh? Satyam Kumar. And you have completed your graduation? Doing what? Okay. So now the definition that I narrated to you, in that definition of microeconomics, I said that it deals with the smaller areas of decision making. This point was clear to everyone. That is, it is the study of individual markets of demand and supply, and the players or the decision makers interested in maximizing their profits, satisfaction, or welfare. Understand this thing. Microeconomics. See, I'm going to converse in English because here we have got few friends of ours who can only understand English, okay, amongst the common language. But I'm going to repeat myself in Hindi as well, okay? And if you do not understand anything at all, so please ask me, okay? So what is it saying? It is saying that, okay, individual decision making is involved. And the next line is that the players or decision makers are interested in maximizing their profits. So can you guess? They are talking about which player? Who is interested in maximizing their profit? Firms, businesses. Whether the businesses are private, business can be public sector undertakings as well. Government can also be in business. Yeah. So whatsoever businesses, whether it is production, what's your name, dear? Akash, you are also new. And what are you doing? Which subject? So it can be any sort of business, because the ultimate goal of business is to maximize their profit. हमेशा याद रखेंगे, बिजनेस का सिर्फ एक एजेंडा होता है कि हमें अपना प्रॉफिट मैक्सिमम करना है और कुछ भी नहीं. ठीक है? ठीक है ना? So if you want, you can write it that firms and guys, बिजनेस या कंपनी को इकोनॉमिक्स में हम लोग फर्म्स कहते हैं. बिजनेस और कंपनीज आर रेफर्ड एज firms in economics. Okay, so whenever this word is used, that means they are talking about the businesses. Understood? So firms, their motive is to maximize their profit. Maximum profit, ज्यादा से ज्यादा profit होना चाहिए. Online, is it clear? Dev, Shruti, Dryan, Kanika, Molly, Nisha.
Yes, sir.
Friends.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So firms are interested in maximizing their profit. Second point is satisfaction. Who wants satisfaction? Consumers. Yes or no? We all are consumers. We may be a business identity, but we are consumers as well. Consumers want satisfaction. Suppose we go to a mall or to a shop. हम अपना मस्त गए किसी शॉप में, वहां पे हम कपड़े खरीदेंगे. We want to purchase clothes. क्यों खरीदना है clothes? Why? Satisfaction. अगर आप depth में जो, if you go to the depth, you want satisfaction from those clothes. We always want satisfaction. We are consuming burger, eating burger. Why? Sir, we are hungry. नहीं, क्या हम सिर्फ भूख जितना खाते हैं? हम तो ओवर कंज्यूम करते हैं. So why are we eating extra? Because it is giving us satisfaction. Whatever we do in our life, it is just for the sake of satisfaction. So consumers are interested in satisfaction. So second, and their agenda or goal is satisfaction. They want satisfaction. Clear? And third point is welfare. Who is interested in the welfare? आप इनका भला करना चाहती हैं? नहीं, अगर हो जाए तो उसमें दिक्कत नहीं है, पर सिर्फ यही एजेंडा है आपका लाइफ का? नहीं. ओके. हाँ, सिर्फ ये नहीं है. Are we not having a chair? Just a minute, dear. बेटा बुलाओ राम को चेयर नहीं को 5-6 चेयर डलवाओ. ठीक है ना? Then who wants to do the welfare? एंटरप्राइज. जहां पे शब्द ये जुड़ा एंटरप्राइज, वहां पे मकसद आ गया प्रॉफिट. उनका मकसद है प्रॉफिट भी हो, भला भी हो जाए. सिर्फ भला कौन चाहता है? Who only wants the welfare? Government of the country wants its citizens to be happy. Okay, dear, मेरी तरफ ध्यान दो. Okay. It wants the citizens to be happy. It wants to do the welfare of the citizens, right? So third identity is government. I'm writing it in short. It's government, and its motive is welfare of its citizens. So if you are talking about any of the single identity, whether it is firm, whether it is consumer, whether it is government, then it comes under the domain of microeconomics. Understood? समझ रहे हैं? Please note it. आ रहा है, चेयर आ रहा है, बोल दिया. हाँ, कोई मुझे बुला रहा है. हाँ. Capitalist economy. See, in today's world, ये चीज मैं आपको बताऊंगा. Let them note it, then I'll tell. My dear, मैं तुम्हें अच्छा नहीं लगता, तुम इतनी दूर चले गए हो. हाँ, चेयर वेयर उठा के चलो, भागो पीछे. तुम्हें मालूम है, मैं भी अपने कॉलेज में सबसे पीछे बैठता था. आईआईटी में मैं पीछे बैठता था. तो यहां से सबसे पहले पीछे वालों पे ही नजर जाती. हाँ दादा सुनिए, 21 चेयर पड़ी हैं, कल से 30 डालिएगा. हो गया? Are you settled? Fine. Sorry for inconvenience. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now noted. Okay. Now guys, a friend of ours, what's your name dear? I am sorry, हाँ मुझे 3-4 दिन लगे नाम याद रखने में. He was talking about something known as capitalist, something known as socialist. See, these things we are going to discuss in a great length, but after some time. But since he has asked it, let me just point out what it is. See, if you talk about the economy, and my dear, what's the difference between economy and economics? नहीं, कुछ लोग भाई जो नए होते हैं वो इकोनॉमी और इकोनॉमिक्स को एक मानते हैं. एक नहीं है. इकोनॉमी अलग है और इकोनॉमिक्स अलग है. बोथ आर डिफरेंट. इकोनॉमी एंड इकोनॉमिक्स डिफर. यस और नो? डिफरेंस. वेरी गुड. हो गया बस खत्म. Economy is a geographical area, a country, a place. Understood? Like Indian economy, right? Geographical area of India, Chinese economy, Japanese economy, all these things. You are pointing out to a country, okay? And economics is what? Economics is the very good. But the sentence is incomplete. Complete the sentence. Distribution of scarce resources optimally in a best possible way. कम चीजों को, कम संसाधनों को, मेरे पास 5 चॉकलेट है, 20-25 लोगों में बांटना है, कैसे बांटूं? उसके लिए मुझे इकोनॉमिक्स आनी चाहिए. रिसोर्सेज हमेशा कम होते हैं, चाहे ऑयल हो, एयर हो, पानी हो, कोई भी नेचुरल रिसोर्स हो, हमेशा स्कार्स है, लिमिटेड है, और जनसंख्या तो बढ़ती जा रही है. ठीक है ना? तो लिमिटेड चीजों को इतने ज्यादा, इतनी ह्यूज डिमांड में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना इज द पर्पस ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. अंडरस्टूड? तो कोई भी इकोनॉमी हो, इट कैन बी क्लासिफाइड इनटू 2 कैटेगरीज. अभी एक तीसरा भी आ गया है, वी विल सी व्हाट दैट इज. बट इफ वी टॉक अबाउट 2 एंड्स, one is capitalist and another is capitalist economy and socialist economy. And the extreme form of socialism is very good, communism. समझते हैं what this is. Understand? See, economics evolved due to capitalists. They evolved with the economics. Economics got its birth due to capitalist mode of society. What happens in capitalist, when we talk about capitalist, see, their only agenda is profit maximization. Capitalist means profit maximization. If a nation, if you are saying this is a capitalist nation, it means their only agenda is maximum profit of the country. Right, dear? Maximum profit of the country. They are not interested in the welfare with the help of economic means. मतलब अगर इंडिया कैपिटलिस्ट नेशन होता तो आपको, हमको या किसी को भी जो सब्सिडी मिल रही है, ये कुछ ना मिलता. ये 80 CR को मुफ्त में जो राशन मिल रहा है, 80 करोड़ लोगों को मुफ्त में राशन, ये कुछ ना मिलता. ये सब लॉस है. If India would have been a capitalist nation, the free ration that has been provided to 80 CR of the people through Narendra Modi's guarantee, that wouldn't have happened. Because capitalist nation do not believe in subsidies, they are total economic loss. And why they are lost, we will understand once we grow a bit. Abhi tum chote chote hain. See, they are lost. I'm just giving you a hint sight of it. The thing is, it is the interference in the market. Interference in the market. Me and you are the businessman. Okay. So we will compete amongst each other, and who is better will win the war. Yes or no? The war of business. Now, if government starts supporting you, how will I be able to beat you? That's unfair for me. Yes or no? I am selling food grains. I am selling food grains. You are providing free food grains to 80 CR of the people. What will happen to my sales? It will decline. So subsidies are always bad for the economy in terms of core subject of economics. Economics is strictly against supporting system, support mechanism. It's very brutal. It says that if someone cannot earn, let them die, let them perish. Why should we disturb the entire equilibria for that or that sector? We should not. That's what economics is. Pure economics of capitalism. Fine. Can you give me a good example? In today's world, no nation is a capitalist nation, because each and every nation, each and every economy takes some welfare measures for its people. For example, in USA, they provide compensation to the unemployed. Per month, $500. If you are not earning, they will give you, the government of USA gives you the allowance of $500 per month. So what is this? They are supporting. So no nation is purely capitalist. Are you with me, dear? Yeah. Fine. No nation is purely capitalist. But still good examples are USA, England, Japan, South Korea, etc., etc. Now, if we talk about socialist economy, so in socialism, the most important thing is that no individual player or no one is the owner of factors. What are factors? Factors of production. What are factors of production? We will discuss later, but just to illustrate, they are land, entrepreneur. Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. These are 4 factors of production. Why they are factors of production? Because if you want to set up a factory, आप एक फैक्ट्री डालना चाहते हैं, तो जमीन चाहिए कि नहीं चाहिए? हवा में तो डालोगे नहीं. You need land. Hello, yes or no? If I want to teach you, I need classroom. Yes. Even if I am teaching you online, still I need some space, right? So land is required. Then labor. If I am not there to teach you, I am the labor. If I am not teaching, how will you understand? Even if you are an MNC, you need software engineers. If you are IT sector company, yeah. If you are a factory, you need manual laborers or skilled laborers, whatever the sort of factory you have, depending on that, right? So anyone who works to earn his living is known as labor in economics. Okay. So don't think labor means jo patthar vatthar utha ke liye. Okay. So anyone who is working to earn is labor, right? So land and labor is clear. Then we need capital. Capital. Not only in form of money, but also in form of machines, equipment. I need this board to teach you. I need this marker to teach you. All these are my equipments that I require to impart knowledge to you. Yes or no, dear? Understanding? That's a different story, that these things can be purchased through money. So most people think that capital means money, but it's not that. Money is just a very small portion of capital. Capital includes machines also, equipments also, anything that facilitates my business activities, production activity is the capital. Understood? And fourth is entrepreneur. Who is going to manage all these 3 factors? Entrepreneur. He is going to bring all these 3 factors together, and then company will work. He'll have idea. Depending on the idea, he will acquire land, or whether he'll rent it out. Then he'll hire people. He'll arrange for the capital, and then company will start. So a sort of assembler, a sort of innovator who has started the company. That's what an entrepreneur is. So when these 4 factors combine, they are known as factors of production, because all these factors lead to production. इन्हीं से तो होएगा production. कि ना? ठीक है? So they are factors of production. So in socialist economy, factors of production are owned by government. No private individual is the owner of factor of production. That means if there is a company, So maybe I am running the company, it's in my name, but if I am living in a socialist country, the final owner of the company is government. In India, that's not the case. Huh? Reliance is of Mukesh Ambani only. Modi ji cannot say, ye to mera, tum jao. No. But it can happen in Russia. It can happen in China. Might have heard last year that Jack Ma, Aladdin, remember Alibaba? Yeah, he disappeared because government is the owner of all the factors of production. You are not. And when government is the owner of all the factors of production, then government is the owner of entrepreneur as well. So if you own the company and I own you, then who is the owner of the company? Government only. Understood? So factors of production are owned by government in socialist economy. Clear? Understood, everyone? Extreme form of socialism is communism. Has anyone read about Karl Marx? Das Kapital? Read? You have read the book? Oh. Even I like reading. I love reading. So the extreme form or the idea that he suggests is communism. In communism, everyone is equal. Everyone. That means we all are brothers. We all are brothers. And me, I told you my degrees yesterday, 8 or 9 degrees. Huh? Yeah, you don't know? Actually, you came late. Anyway, ask others. So it gets monotonous every time praising myself. It seems like that. Anyway, so me and someone who is 4th standard passed, we both are equal. Getting my point? An IAS officer and a sweeper are equal in communism. You cannot own anything. Your house is not yours. It's of government. You all will live in the same type of facility. Your salary will be nearly same. An IAS and a sweeper will get same salary. Understood? So that's what the idea of communism is. It's not possible, unrealizable. Nowadays, a third concept is being followed, that is mixed economy. As the name suggests, it is the mixture of both. Socialism and capitalism. Why? Because socialism says that government is the owner of the factors of production. Government has to be responsible for its citizens because citizens represent the country and citizens are of government only. Citizens are the property of government only. Yeah, for example, our parents take care of us. Similarly, government has to take care of each and every citizen. Right? Hello, are you getting me or not? समझ रहे हैं? ठीक है ना? बोरिंग होने लगे तो बता दीजिएगा. ठीक है? So government is responsible for each and every citizen. So government has to take some means or some activities has to be performed by government so as to provide the livelihood to the underprivileged. जिसके पास काम वाम नहीं है, भूखो मर जाएगा, उसके लिए कुछ तो करो, नौकरी मिले, मनरेगा. Yeah. So government has to start welfare schemes because it needs to support those who do not have money, who cannot afford the things. So that's why so many welfare schemes are there. Manrega, guaranteed employment for 100 days for underprivileged. This ration, free ration for 80 CR. What are all these? Government hospitals, Ayushman card. What are all these? All these are the support system, the welfare schemes. And these welfare schemes, these subsidies, they come under the head of socialism. Understood? Yeah. Then if you talk about capitalist activities, so private companies are there. Owners of factors of production can be individuals, as it is in our country. Yeah. This company, for example, this company is mine. So I am the owner. Modi ji is not the owner. Okay. So we can be the owners. We can run our own business. Getting my point? And we can work on the agenda of profit maximization. Company law permits this thing. Business ethics tells us this thing. Yeah, it's totally legal. Whatever suits my business, I will follow that course. Getting my point? So nowadays, economies are mixed economies. They pursue both the things. They want to propagate and promote their businesses and their economy, plus they want to support the underprivileged as well. It can be the case that this mixed economy can be a bit shifted towards capitalist or towards the socialist. I mean, some economy can be mixed and it could be a bit inclined towards capitalism. That means in that economy, there will be lesser welfare schemes. Yeah, for like USA, yeah. And some economies can be a bit shifted towards socialist approach, like Russia, China. Hmm. And India is also following the lead. Slowly and gradually, we are shifting towards capital. Understood? So that's what the approach of socialism, capitalism, and mixed economy is. If you want, you can write it. Yeah, no, no. Capitalism doesn't lead to anarchy. It's a different approach. Capitalism leads to divide, rich and poor divide. The divide keeps on increasing. That's the bad point of capitalism. Rich gets more richer and poor keeps on getting more poor. Hmm. Can say so. But again, it can be controlled. That's a different measure. Anyway. See, it can lead to anarchy. Anarchy means where people are disobeying the system. They do no, there can be authority, but people do not recognize that authority. It can lead to extreme capitalism, can lead to anarchy, but again, it is a subjective matter. That means it will always lead to that outcome. No, there is a range. You are maths student, no? So there is a range. A whole set of situations are possible, not always anarchy. So we cannot say that outcome of capitalism will always be anarchy. Hasn't happened in USA, hasn't happened in England, oldest capitalist nation. So just an assumption, just theoretical thing. Clear? Understood? Written? हो गया? चलने? अच्छा, he's writing. Done. Okay. Now see, guys, there is a name. Have you heard of this name or not? Have you heard? कौन था? Good. Adam Smith. Yeah, who is he? Modern economics. He is known as, or he is revered as, father of modern economics. He wrote a book, and inquiry and cause into the wealth of the nation. That's the full name of the book. Okay. And in that book, you can write the name of the book, that Adam Smith, he is the father of modern economics. In his book, written, okay. people are absent. Yesterday there was one girl who was sitting at the back. What was her name? Vaibhavi. You know who said the name? हाँ तो उसमें क्या मालूम है, जानते हो क्यों एब्सेंट है? No, I thought that you are friends. And one more, एक और कोई एब्सेंट है. ये कौन था? अच्छा, yeah, that girl. No, there was one more girl. She was sitting here. थोड़ा मेमोरी तेज रहता है मेरा. तो ये दो एब्सेंट है, ये डायगोनल. Anyway, coming back. Now write down in this book what he said is. अच्छा, अभी नहीं लिखा? Okay. जब लिख लिया करिए तो आप लोग बता दिया करिए कि हो गया. आप लोग जो नए आए हैं उनको समझ में आ रहा है ना? हाँ मेरे दोस्त, आ रहा है ना समझ में? आ रहा है. और आप दोनों को आ रहा है ना समझ में? हो गया, डन. So what he said was, write down. He said in his book, in the same book, he said that if buyers and sellers in each market take their decisions, if buyers and sellers in each market take their decision following only their own self-interest, economists will not have to think of the wealth and welfare of a country, as a whole. So as a whole, WHOLE, as a whole. Written, I'll repeat it. What he says is that if buyers and sellers in each market take their decisions following only their self-interest, economists will not have to think of the wealth and welfare of the country as a whole, separately. After whole, write down separately as. Separately. 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 Okay. Pay attention, guys. What he means is, he's simply saying that come on, do not think about others. Just think about yourself. Think what is best for you. Okay, and in long term, sir, enjoyment is best for me. No, that is short term. Even to enjoy, you need money. Hello. So first think of the means to earn. Acquire the skill set. And once you can earn, you can enjoy. Yeah. So think of your benefit. Think of your own interest. Be selfish. Forget about your neighbor. Just think about yourself. Try to uplift yourself. And if everyone does the same thing, each and every individual only tries to uplift himself, forget about the society, nation, everything, then entire nation will uplift. Entire nation will be developed. You just develop yourself, each and everyone. If he or she focuses on self-development, then entire nation will develop. And economists, they will not have to think about developing the nation separately. In the process of developing each and every individual, the cumulative effect will be the development of the nation as well. Getting my point? अपना अपना देखो. आप भले, अरे आप खुद गड्ढे में गिरे हुए हो, पहले उससे बाहर आओगे तब दूसरे को निकाल पाओगे ना. जितने भी गड्ढे में सबसे कह रहे हैं कि भैया तुम अपना बाहर आने का देखो, ये ना सोचो दूसरे को कैसे निकालेंगे, वरना तो वही हाल हो जाएगा. एक बार एक कोई यहाँ पे मतलब एक जनरल चीज है कि एक व्यक्ति को दिखाई नहीं पड़ता था, वो रोड क्रॉस कर रहा था, तो दूसरा आ गया बोला मैं तुम्हें पार कराता, उसको भी लेकिन नहीं दिखाई पड़ता, तो अब बताओ क्या होगा, दोनों रोड क्रॉस कर रहे हैं। तो पहले खुद अच्छे हो जाओ, खुद गड्ढे से बाहर आओ, तब तो दूसरे को ला पाओगे। और अगर हर कोई खुद को बस ऊपर लाने की कोशिश करे तो पूरा नेशन डेवलप हो जाएगा। If everyone focuses on their own development, be selfish, think of yourself, develop yourself, and everyone follow the same course, then entire nation will develop. Understood? So what he was saying, no need of welfare. If everyone is focusing on himself and developing himself, got it or not? Okay. You agree or disagree with this? होता है? Agree? हाँ? हाँ.
How people will, culminate the courage to get out of this.
That's why economics is brutal. Economics says if you cannot come out, die in it. If you cannot come out of the ditch, die in the ditch. वही तो कह रहे हैं, वेलफेयर करना ही कहाँ है, अपना वेलफेयर करिए बस. If who starts thinking?
Buyer and the seller. They will start thinking about their own self-interest.
Then only the best deal is possible. Why? Because buyer, let me just give you an example. Buyer, what he wants? He wants maximum discount on whatever he is purchasing. And seller, he wants to sell that thing at maximum profit. Now both will bargain, both will negotiate, and they will reach at a price which will be best.
India में देखिए there is such a much more poverty, inequality भी है. अगर poor के जो सच देखिए तो पूरी जनरेशन के साथ वर्कर कीजिए. तो गवर्नमेंट का जो सोशलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट जो कर रही है उनको यहाँ फ्री राशन भी दे रही है. If some capitalists would start selling and negotiating between them, then how will they develop courage to have that particular rights?
You are correct, absolutely, and I agree with you, but economics does not agree with it.
So you can say theoretically it is on the good, and such a developed nation, the concept of Adam Smith is applicable in practice. But when you think of such our country like India,
Poor country.
South nation, global South.
No, Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia, I'm agreeing with Japan and the South nation are good. But we take the global South as a whole, then it is as according to my view.
So that's why, understand, your point is absolutely correct, dear. That's why economics did not evolve in India. Well, by the way, it evolved in India as well. Arthashastra by Karol, before Adam Smith, way before that. Anyway, let's not go into that. But the modern economics did not evolve in India. And that's why I said that economics is theory of capitalism. Karl Marx was a big economist himself, a philosopher, an economist. He understood economics, and that's why he said that these are the deficiencies or weakness in the theory of economics. That's why he gave an opposite theory of socialism, just opposite to capitalism. And that's what the big debate is all about. And that's what the war is all about. Russia, America, China, Russia are on one side, socialist and capitalist. That's a big divide. Now, you are saying, and I totally agree with you, total agreement. You are saying that if we will start following total capitalist approach, then there are few which have been curbed, exploited. They do not have the means and courage. They cannot muster the courage to rise the ladder on their own. They need a support system. And I am totally with you. Yes, they do. I agree with this approach of socialism, but I totally disagree with the approach that if you start following the socialism, what will happen? People will not be incentivized to work hard. Why will I work hard? Hello, government is paying for my ration. I'm getting free electricity. I've got a free house. Everything is free. Why should I work? then what will happen to the country? Yeah. Even when I'm getting everything for free, then the direct benefit transfer that I get in my account, I'll use it for alcohol consumption or some other cheaper. I'll enjoy my life. एक ही तो जिंदगी है, मजे मारो. Huh? Yeah. Why will I work? You know, if you take economics optional, and you should take, there is a subject known as macroeconomics, and in macroeconomics there is a graph between work and leisure. Work and leisure. See, you have got 24 hours. So according to economics, the hours which are not fetching you any income, even if you are resting, according to your resting, it is the requirement of your machine, that is body. But according to economics, you are not earning in those hours. So that is leisure. Leisure. And when you are earning, it is work. Yeah. So work and leisure divide. If you are working for 8 hours or 9 hours, if you are earning for 8 or 9 hours, so 15 hours you are already giving to leisure. It is the compulsion that you have to work for 8 to 9 hours to support yourself. Yeah. Few people are workaholic, sort of me also, every day working 15-16 hours, no break. Unko hataiye. But most of them, 95 to 98%, they are working because it is an obligation. They do not like work. So if you are getting things for free, what is the need of work? This 8 hours that was going to the work, it will also go to the leisure. 24 hours of leisure. Yes or no? When pay increases here, then leisure decreases. People start working more when they start getting benefit out of it, when their income starts increasing, or when the result is good. They get motivated to work further hard. Yeah. If someone is working for 8 or 9 hours and he's not getting something big, so he will not work for any harder. He will think, bhai 8-9 घंटे काम चल रहा है, चलाओ. If 8-9 hours are doing for me, then why to work hard? But if he starts getting some good outcomes, let's see, when I'm working 8 hours, I'm getting this much. So why not to work for 10 hours and see, let's see what I'll get. So that's the motivation. The profit is the motivation. The achievement is the motivation that drives the people to work hard. Why are you working? You want to be an IAS. If I tell you, you work for 20 hours a day for 2 years and you will become a clerk, how many of you will work? No, you are talking about socialism. You are, IAS and sweeper are equal, my dear. Where are you? You will live in the same facility. You will get same money. He is working for 5 hours. You are working for 15 hours. Your pay is same. Your house is same. You all are under, even you cannot own a house. Even he cannot own a house. Everything is of government. Food will be allotted to you all, to us all. This much for you, this much for you, this much for you. That's socialism. Status? No one has got any status. Everything is of government.
Sir, but when you go in society, then people have eyesight for you.
My dear, you will have respect for someone whom you respect. Today, the society, now please don't be idealistic, just tell me, whom we respect? We respect influencers. Today's generation, who are they? How much educated they are? At what post they are? No. What they have? Money. People respect money. Yes? Everyone is getting same money. Respect factor will decimate. You talk to a rickshaw wala, even he has got self-respect. आप होंगे पैसे वाले, हमें दे देते हैं क्या? अपने लिए कमाते होंगे? Yeah. And when you will erase that parameter as well, who will respect you? If you are working, you are an idiot. Why are you working? We both are earning same. I am reading an autobiography. You are reading some fiction. So why should people respect me and not you when we both are at the same position? आप एथिकली बहुत ऊपर हो सकते हैं. आप मैं तो अच्छी चीजें पढ़ रहा हूं, मतलब मैं अच्छी चीजें पढ़ रहा हूं, मैं ऊपर हो सकता हूं. क्या करेंगे एथिक्स का? और कितने दिन आप उस एथिक्स को फॉलो भी करेंगे? जब आपको रिजल्ट ही नहीं मिलेगा. Everything is driven by result, right? हाँ, not everyone, exceptions are there, लेकिन ये सोशलिस्ट की कमी है, इसीलिए सोशलिस्ट एक एंड है. It is one end of the bridge and capitalist is another end of the bridge, and economies run in middle. That's why economies are mixed economy. Government know that we have to support the poor, even in Russia also, even in America also, everyone knows. So that's why they are giving allowance to the unemployed in America. Here we are giving free ration, we are giving subsidy and what not. Everywhere throughout the world they are doing so, and these are also known as populist measures. In economics, we call it populist measures. Populist measures means these schemes, welfare schemes, subsidy schemes launched by government basically to attract votes. Yes or no? Nowadays we call them in social media freebies. All these are populist schemes. They do not care about economy or economics. They just want to attract votes, and that's what politicians do. And for economists, and the ultimate aim is development of the economy. So the clash of interest. But as I told you yesterday, even the educated, 92 to 93% of educated do not know economics, forget about finance. So they are good. They are saying everything is fine, all is good. We are getting everything for free. Very good. Now, yesterday the budget was announced by the Delhi government, 1,000 rupee to each and every woman per month. Doesn't matter. You are earning 20 lakh per month or you are earning 0 rupee, you will get 1,000. Populist measures. Okay. Understood? Got an idea? Hello. Right. Okay. Now write down another point. The idea. Online, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Arya, Dev, Shruti, Kanika, Molly, Prince.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Kanika, you can type the message. You have joined via earphone, so I think you cannot speak. You haven't joined through microphone. Anyway. Yeah. So see, the thing is, that's what the idea which was propounded by Adam Smith. I'm not saying it is right or it is not right, but if we talk pragmatically, so this thing is not possible. Pragmatically means practically. अगर real world में बात करें तो ऐसा हमेशा नहीं हो सकता है. क्यों नहीं हो सकता है? Why is it not possible? So there are certain reasons for it. Write down. But this does not happen always. But this does not happen always. What does not happen always? The earlier point that we discussed of Adam Smith. क्या हुआ dear? क्या नहीं समझे? हाँ, क्या हुआ? हाँ, वही मैं चेहरे समझ रहा हूँ. कोई बात है? कौन सा आइडिया? नो, अरे वो जो आइडिया वाली मैं बात कर रहा था वो तो मैं समझा रहा था तुम्हें. पॉइंट में सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं, बट दिस डज नॉट हैपन ऑलवेज. जो एडम स्मिथ का आइडिया था ना कि हर कोई अपने सेल्फ इंटरेस्ट के बारे में सोचे, वैसा हमेशा नहीं होता है. तो कंटिन्यूएशन में जो आपने एडम स्मिथ का लिखा था उसके बाद लिखिए कि बट दिस डज नॉट हैपन ऑलवेज. ओके, एंड व्हाई दिस डजंट हैपन ऑलवेज? So point number 1, economists found that first in some cases the markets did not or could not exist. Economists found that in some cases markets did not or could not exist. Getting my point? So the idea cannot be written or missed anything. Written everyone, or did you miss out? Okay. So why this could not happen? See, the first reason is you are talking about markets when you are saying that buyers and sellers should concentrate on their self-interest. But there are some places where even markets are not there. Either the markets are non-existent or the situations are such that you cannot create market in such places. And what should be done there? That's a problem. Second point. Secondly, in some cases, in some other cases, the markets existed, but failed to produce equilibrium of demand and supply. Markets existed, but failed to produce equilibrium of demand and supply. But failed to produce equilibrium of demand and supply. What's the meaning of it? Understand? Guys, there is a curve of demand and supply. I'm not going to go into the detail of it. We will do it later. Equilibrium means intersection of the curve. Intersection of the curve means, for example, I want 10 breads, 10 loaf of breads I want. Okay. So who am I? I'm a buyer. I went to the market to purchase 10 loaf of breads, 10 pieces of bread. Okay. 10 pieces of bread. Now, I will be able to purchase when someone in the market is ready to sell 10 pieces. Hello. And that too at the price which I am willing to pay or at the price which comes under my budget. कहने का मतलब ये है मैं 10 पीस ब्रेड खरीदना चाहता हूं तो इसके लिए सबसे पहली रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है भैया कोई होए तो जिसके पास 10 पीस ब्रेड हो बेचने के लिए वो बेचना चाहता हो. अब ये आपको थोड़ा सा अजीब लग रहा हो आपको क्या सर बेकरी चले जाओ ना तो बेकरी वाला बेचना चाहता है ना बेकरी वाला बेचना चाहता है. For us it is very inconvenient to think about it because we are used to modern situations. So even if I go to the bakery man should be willing to sell 10 pieces to me. And the second crucial factor is that he should sell at the price that I am willing to pay. I want 10 pieces of bread for 1 rupee. Who will sell me now 10? Who will sell me? So the price that I am offering and the price that he is ready to accept for his product, both should match. Both should match. Suppose he is selling the bread, 10 pieces of bread for 20 rupees. I want to purchase it for 5 rupees. We will argue, we will do what not. And we reach a common price of 10 rupees. He is ready to sell at 10 rupees. I am ready to purchase at 10 rupees. So what is this price? This price is the equilibrium point. Equilibrium point. Why? Because at this price, demand, I am demanding the bread. So demand and supply, he is selling the bread, both become equal. नहीं, break even point का अलग मतलब होता है. आगे देखेंगे. Understood? Dear, समझ रहे हो ना? आप हाँ समझ रहे हैं ना? Okay. Clear or not? So अब point ये आया. Okay, the second point, that's why it is saying that in some other cases, in some cases where market was even present, people were not able to reach a common price of demand and supply. No equilibrium was achieved. And when equilibrium is not achieved, how can you talk about that demand should think about their own self, supplier should think about their own self, when they are not able to reach at a equilibrium price, then products will not be sold. आप बेच ही नहीं पाओगे. क्यों? क्योंकि मैं खरीदने को नहीं तैयार हूं और जिस प्राइस पे मैं खरीदने को तैयार हूं उस प्राइस पे आप नहीं बेचना चाहते हो. कहां से डील हो जाएगी? होएगी डील? Yeah, the price I'm offering, you are not ready to sell at that price. And the price that you are demanding, I'm not ready to pay that price. So deal won't happen. Understood? Write down the third point. Thirdly and most importantly, in a large number of situations, the state or the people had decided to pursue the state or the people had decided to pursue PURSUE certain important goals unselfishly. For example, write down, for example, in education, health, administration, etc. Right. See, guys, there are certain sectors which are being aided and supported by the government. And in these sectors, even the people, they are not ready to debate, they are not ready to fight for the equilibrium. Yeah. People are doing these things to support their society. They are doing these things to help the people. For example, health. Yeah. If someone is ill, so government provides facility if he or she cannot pay for his for the prices of the medical facilities that he needs to avail. If he cannot pay for it, so government tries to offer these facilities nearly free to him. So in such a case, there cannot be the substance of demand and supply. Yes or no? Because demand is there, but you cannot argue over any price, because the individual who is demanding, he cannot pay the price. The same goes with the education. Now in education, it is not applicable in India. In India, the recipients are so many and it is a business now, so not applicable. And basically the schooling system is the business. Coaching system is there in each and every country, because that is the extra assistance that you are demanding. But schooling, it is the basic right of each and every child. But you are charging money for the education in India. In fact, education should be free. And government says that primary education should be free. But it is free in government schools and nobody wants to send their kids to the government school because of the infrastructure, because of the facilities and the knowledge of the teachers. So, but again, education and health, all these should be beyond the markets. People should support it, government should support it. Okay, so again, market cannot exist in these sectors. So what are these? All these are abnormalities. जो उन्होंने बात कही थी उससे अलग बातें हैं ये. इन जगहों पर आपका प्रिंसिपल जो उन्होंने दिया था वो अप्लाई नहीं हो सकता. The principle given by Adam Smith, it cannot be applied to these certain places. Yes or no? So what was required then? There was the requirement to develop another system, an alternate system which can support these abnormalities as well. Understood? समझ पा रहे हो कि नहीं पा? हाँ कि ना? तुम लोग एकदम शांत हो, ऐसे मुझे डर लग रहा है, सो ऐसे देख रहे हैं. नहीं, मैं इतना बेकार पढ़ा रहा हूँ, कितना अच्छा पढ़ा रहा हूँ कि सब एकदम शांत हो गए, मुझे ही देख रहे हैं. Okay. Now see, guys. So written. Okay. Now see, these abnormalities that I told you about, these abnormalities cannot be solved on individual basis. Can you? You cannot use microeconomics approach given by Adam Smith to solve these problems. Yeah, problem of health, problem of education, problems where markets are not existent, problems where you cannot reach at the equilibrium of demand and supply. You cannot solve all of these through microeconomics. Why, sir? Because microeconomics talks about the individuals. How can you solve the problem of market, which is the combination of individuals? And microeconomic is saying that think about yourself only, everything will be managed, and you are required to solve the problem of market, which is the combination of individuals, and every individual is thinking about himself. That's why they are not able to reach at the equilibrium. Then how to solve this problem? We cannot solve it through microeconomic tools. We cannot solve the health problem of the country through microeconomic tools. We cannot solve the education problem through microeconomic tool. So this branch of microeconomics, it has got very shallow borders. It's very small branch. We needed some aggregate branch. We needed a broad approach, a broader approach, which can cover all these areas, which could talk in the cumulative terms, that is combined terms, not on the basis of individuals only. And that's what promoted, or that's what gave birth to macroeconomics. Understood? Did you get it? Why macroeconomics was born? Hello, yes or no? ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So write down, for these purposes, macroeconomist had to study the effects in the markets. Microeconomist had to study the effects in the markets of taxation and other budgetary policies and policies for bringing about changes in money supply, money supply. Do not worry, this is the third chapter of ours. Money supply, money. Wages, you know, salary. Money supply of money in the country. How many notes should be there? How many coins should be there? All these things. Okay. Employment. This is why. And interest. Interest, guys, when you take money from bank as a loan, the interest that bank charges from you. Plus, when you deposit your money in bank, the interest that bank pays you. Interest refers to both of them. Yeah. All these things cannot be studied by individual effect of microeconomics. To understand these things, economists had to study macroeconomics. Understood? Clear? Yes, guys, please go through it. If you have any doubt, please ask me. Take 2-3 minutes time, then I'll continue. अभी तक की क्लास में कोई समस्या, परेशानी, दुख, दर्द, पीड़ा कुछ भी नहीं? Just give me a minute. क्या हुआ, कोई प्रॉब्लम? क्लियर? ठीक है, एक क्वेश्चन लिखिए, ऑनलाइन एनी प्रॉब्लम?
No, sir.
So now, if we are talking about macroeconomics, then first of all, a basic question that we can ask is that who are the decision makers? Guys, when you are talking about individuals, decision makers, makers, when you are talking about individuals, so obviously individuals will decide. If you're talking about me, I will decide I want to purchase this thing or not. I will decide whether I want to do this thing or not. All the decisions will be taken by me. If you're talking about a firm, firm will decide that whether it wants to pursue this thing or not. Yes or no? But when you are talking on the basis of macroeconomics, aggregate level, then who will decide? Then who will take the decision? Who is the decision maker? Yes? Can I ask this boy to take the decision for entire class? No, you will start fighting. Why will he take? ये कैसे बताएंगे भाई? Yeah. Then who are the decision makers in macroeconomics? Write down. Macroeconomic policies are pursued by the macroeconomic policies are pursued by the state itself. State itself, or like stash or like like statutory like RBI. RBI, you know, na? Reserve Bank of India. RBI, SEBI. Huh? What? Full form? Securities and Exchange Board of India. It monitors several things, including the financial market, that is the stock market, equity and bond market both. BSE is Bombay Stock Exchange. When I'm saying, and another is National Stock Exchange, NSE and BSE. When I'm saying financial market, so both come under it. Financial markets are of basically of two types: debt market and equity market. Equity market is stock exchange. Debt market is bond market. Bond, National Savings Certificate, Kisan Vikas Patra, and all these things, KVP. Plus the bonds issued by treasury bonds and all issued by government, where you are paying, where you are giving loan to the government and government pays interest to you. पढ़ाएंगे मनी में पढ़ाएंगे, anyway. डरो नहीं, कुछ नहीं है, भूल जाओ, आगे देखेंगे. Okay, so SEBI, if you want you can write it, security भूल गए थे, है ना? ठीक है. And similar institutions. SEBI controls several things. अरे मैं इतने प्यार से बोलता हूँ, लोग पता नहीं क्यों डर जाते हो, कान वान पकड़ रहा है. हाँ जी, similar institutions. ठीक है ना? अच्छा एक बात बताइए, आप लोग ऐसे जनरली पूछ रहा हूं, हमारे देश में करेंसी कौन प्रिंट करता है? हु प्रिंट्स द करेंसी इन द कंट्री? बताइए, ये तो कह रहे हैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ फाइनेंस भी प्रिंट करती है। हु? क्या नाम है आपका? मृणाल। सही सही कह रहे हैं। याद रखिएगा गाइस, नोट्स, यू नो करेंसी नोट्स, they are printed by, and coins are printed by, so pay attention, government and RBI are known as producers of money. These are producers of money, and banks also. So in broad sense you can say bank also, because banks do credit creation. 100 रुपए आप डिपॉजिट करेंगे और उसकी वैल्यू वो बना देंगे 10,000। कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ मनी मल्टीप्लायर आगे पढ़ाएंगे, ठीक है? सो बैंक्स डू क्रेडिट क्रिएशन, सो दे आर ऑल्सो प्रोड्यूसिंग मनी। कमर्शियल बैंक्स, मेरे दोस्त मेरे साथ होना तुम। सो आरबीआई, गवर्नमेंट एंड बैंक्स, दे आर द प्रोड्यूसर्स ऑफ मनी एंड वी आर कंज्यूमर्स ऑफ मनी। ठीक है, ध्यान रखिएगा। अच्छा एक बात बताओ, तुम किसी दुकान में गए कपड़े खरीदने, तुमने 2000 की टी शर्ट पसंद करी, you went to a shop to purchase clothes, and you liked a t-shirt of 2000 rupees. Can you pay in coins? भगा देगा मारे बोरा लेके। No, you can pay legally, you can pay, and if he is refusing, you can call the police, file the case against him till rupees 3000. ठीक है ना? सी गाइस, आज मैं ऐसे लिखे दे रहा हूं, वरना मैं अक्सर ऐसे लिखता हूं, तो आप लोग समझ जाइएगा। दिस इज 3000। के मीन्स किलो, किलो मीन्स 1000, जस्ट लाइक mm इज मिलीमीटर, मिलीमीटर मीन्स 1/1000, सेंटीमीटर मीन्स 1/100। so 3000, till 3000 they have to accept, they are bound to accept legally. उसके बाद दोगे तो मना कर सकता, बट टिल 3000 दे हैव टू एक्सेप्ट। गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? ऑनलाइन इतना तो लेना पड़ेगा, राइट? सपोज आई गिव चेक टू यू ऑफ 5 लाख रुपीज, कैन यू टेक इट और कैन यू रिजेक्ट इट? लेट्स से यू हैव गिवन अ लोन टू मी, और लेट्स से आई एम अ शॉपकीपर, you come to me to purchase what, let's say pizza, and you are writing a check to me of 200 rupees, or let's say you purchased many pizzas, you are writing a check of 5000 to me. So can I accept it or not? Up to me. I am not bounded. No? Yes, very good. I am not bounded to accept checks and draft. There is no compulsion. Legally an individual can reject your check, and you cannot take any legal action against him or her. Not only check, they can also reject your demand draft. But in case of currency and coins, if someone refuses, you can file a case. Okay? Can you tell me why you can, and he will at least get to serve 5 to 7 years in prison? Such a strict thing, yes. Can you tell me why? Why such a strict norm has been framed if someone refuses to acknowledge or accept the currency? Why?
Essentially, they are ignoring the fact that the governor of RBI is ensuring that 100 rupee note has a certain value, and by rejecting the payment,
ठीक है, ठीक है, थोड़ा और डेप्थ है इसमें, थोड़ा डीप जाएंगे। What is the meaning of legal tender?
Person cannot deny
Something that has got legal power associated with it. You cannot deny. वो तो बताया ही। मेरा क्वेश्चन है क्यों है legal power associated? Why legal obligations are there with it? because the entire system of banking, because the entire system of money is a hoax. It is nothing. The note of 2000 has got no literal value of 2000. 30-40 rupees of printing, 1 rupee paper, 41 rupee you are using as 2000. They are not backed by gold. It used to happen in 18th century. So entire system is just running on trust. And if you are refusing to accept it, you are not trusting the government of India. And if you are not trusting the government, you are against the government. So, I hope you are understood. We are going to continue tomorrow. मजा आया कि नहीं? मजा आना बड़ा जरूरी है. Huh? We should always enjoy the subject. Okay. Bye bye dear. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.
Sir, is there any upper limit for currency exchange that is legal?
No. एक मिनट भाइयों और बहनों शांत. ठीक है. Prince, for coins it is 3000. No upper limit for notes. You can pay 1 CR in the denomination of 1 rupee note. And if he or she refuses, file a case. Okay. Bye-bye.
And sir, that is not considered black.
Yes, that's what I am saying, dear. He or she is bounded to accept it. No upper limit for paper notes. Okay.
Okay, sir.